also place an order for calendars, clocks, watching. Yeah, 886 and who?
401 on your late nominations. Bill Whitmore.
Just checking out those two drivers. Billy Whitmore, car 401, or who? I haven't got it here.
Bill Whitmore.
Bill Whitmore, car 481 and 886. Unfortunately, there's no indication who's driving car 886 going up the back straight. We've checked the late nomination sheets. We've checked everything possible here in our race headquarters, so we do apologise, race fans. All we can tell you is the white car 886 leading nicely coming down the main straight. Shane across the roof of the car, so I guess we can call him Shane, car 886. And 401 Phil, or 481 Phil Whitmore. Well and truly outpowered, outclassed at this point in time. Shane just giving the concrete wall a hefty nudge going up the back straight, but certainly have plenty of momentum to record a very, very easy win during our first two-lap King of the Ring Series winning time on the Bolian and Cape timer 46.14. Car making his first appearance for our brand new Saturday night race season at Archerfield. Neil Bowen and Shane at 886. Oh, Neil Bowen taking off very, very smartly indeed. The left-hand side of the start-finish line. The Shane car well and truly going off song. Car 886 going particularly well, as we all seen during the first two-lap encounter. Whatever's gone wrong has certainly gone wrong in a big, big way down there on the bottom turn. The motor car is actually doing 5 miles an hour going up the back straight. Neil Bowen, hello, looks like now 886 well and truly getting motivated coming out of the 3-4 turns. Neil Bowen will certainly want to go helter-skelter across the start-finish line. Shane's well and truly got 886 fired up in his quest for victory to make it 2 starts, 2 wins. Is there room on the inside down there on the bottom turns? No, Neil Bowen covering his tracks beautifully going up the back straight. There's only one way for 886 to get around, and that's work the hard way. Coming out of the top turns, Neil Bowen and Shane in car 886. Can Neil Bowen do it? The two cars virtually side by side coming out of turn number 4 down the main straight. The Bull and Dark Body Works and Neil Bowen. So looks like one winner piece. Neil Bowen in car 434, the beating Michael Mason 446 South City Mazda 371 and Mr. Me. Tell you what, they think of all the names. Car 377. Can Neil Bowen do it this time round? Tell you what, certainly a lightning-like start for Neil Bowen in car 434. I must say he's doing a brilliant job. But no doubt the very experienced Robbie Crowther powering through on the inside down there on turn number 2. The last 2 Sunday afternoons race wins have virtually been shared by the straight white windscreen group, and also Rob Crowther and Dale Crowther, 2 white racers. 1 lap to go. Yes, I can see victory in his sights. Car 441. Robbie Crowther, well clear, coming out of turns 1 and 2. Very, very interesting indeed. Our 2 times so far, 48.34 and 49.14. He's not relenting for 1 moment going up the back straight. Robbie Crowther, next contender, looks like being the very, very quick Comet Batteries. And Glenn Forrest down to the start-finish line. The 2-lap encounter, 47.39. Quick time this time round. Robbie Crowther, 441. The fastest time so far during tonight's King of the Ring Series, 47.39. Seen here the last 2 Sundays, the opening of our Speedway season. The winner of the last encounter starting on the inside, which is certainly greatly aided coming down the main straight. Or can the Comet Batteries car get well and truly wound up down there on the bottom turn? Glenn Forrest and Rob Crowther, plenty of side-by-side Speedway racing. I must make one comment during the King of the Ring Series. There hasn't been one incident or any paint-scraping racing out there on the Speedway circuit. It's certainly been good, hard, fast, clean action, which no doubt our Speedway fans love to see out here at Archerfield International Speedway. Robbie Crowther, a good 2-3 car length advantage going across the start-finish line. 1 lap left to go. I tell you what, the head down, tail up, driving style of Robbie Crowther. He's hard at work at the wheel, even going across the start-finish line, coming out of turn number 2. The white racer, 441, can he improve on that 47.39 set during the first encounter? About to make it 2 starts, 2 wins. Rob Crowther, well clear. The top turns the last time across the start-finish line, 46.47. Just getting better and better each time round, 46.47. Next Saturday night, 2 of our top open wheel sections appearing for the first time, talking about our compact speed cars and also our Formula 500s here at Archerfield. Next Saturday night, the East Coast A-grade sedans and the thrill seekers of Speedway racing, the Archerfield Speedway sedans. Gates opening 5:30, track back at 6:30, and racing under lights once again next Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Compacts, Formula 500s, East Coast A-grade sedans and the Archerfield Speedway sedans. Miss no part of the action. 7 o'clock at Archerfield next Saturday night. Hello, a whole new ball game this time down the main straight. maybe to the one side, got it right. Rob Baldwin out driving at this point in time. There's room down there on turn number 2. Side by side, Speedway action going up the back straight. The inside, double 4-1. Rob Crater to the outside. Robbie Baldwin just going that, I was just going to say 2 or 3 horsepower advantage, but certainly Rob Crater fighting back, coming out of the top turns. Talk about a dead heat going across the start finish line. Robbie Baldwin, car 474 first, a ripper of a time, 45.56 in 4 cylinders. Out to all conquering straight wide of windscreens races in the way of Todd Herring, car 464, and Colin Pollock for double 1. Yes, double 4-2, getting away from Rob Baldwin as soon as the green flag was dropped on the start finish line. Can Rob Baldwin make it 2-2, or can we see a new King of the Ring winner in the way of Dale Crather, car double 4-2, going up the back straight at this point inside. Dale Crather, well and truly extending that race lead, going past the Balmain and Cape Timac, and Rob Baldwin tuck inside, coming out of turn number 4. Certainly a beautifully handling race car, the 474 car of Rob Baldwin going across the start finish line, but there's certainly too many big guns firing in the Dale Crather racer. Car double 4-2 looks like the same car that Dale had many successes with during the last season out here at Archerfield Speedway. Probably using the old adage, why they got a winning car, why change, why build a new one? Dale Crather doing just that, coming out of turn number 4 down the main straight. Could be a very, very quick time. The Balmain and Cape Timer, 44.97, fast time during tonight's King of the Ring series. The trendsetter being Dale Crather, car in a time double 4.97. What could have been a major placing during the first heat? Maybe make amends in the King of the Ring series. Todd Herring, whoa, bloody okay power on the start finish line. Looks like the double 4-2 racer of Dale Crather jumping out of gear, desperate to find a gear down there on turns 1 and 2. I'd say this is no chance, unfortunately, much as I hate to say so. Dale Crather, without any fear of contradiction, one of our top line Saturday night Archerfield Speedway competitors. But obviously the gearbox is shot, or there's no chance of finding a gear. That's my opinion up here in our race headquarters. Todd Herring, a very, very easy 2-lap circulation around the Archerfield Speed Bowl. Todd Herring, very, very interestingly enough, taking on Colin Pollock, the 2 straight wide windscreens races. The last 2 cars to contest our 3rd King of the Ring series, 2 Sunday afternoons and our first Saturday night under lights. Todd Herring, even though he virtually stopped it many times around the Archerfield Speedway circuit, just gives an indication that we've seen a very, very quick car out there on the Speedway circuit, 47.56. A very, very interesting dice, the 2 straight wide windscreens cars coming down the main straight. Todd Herring the inside and Colin Pollock the outside. This one should be the match of the Titans coming out of the bottom turns. Colin Pollock, he said there's room on the inside. Todd, let me through, coming out of turn number 2. But Todd Herring, he's having none of that business. Thank you very much indeed. He said, have you got enough power, Colin? And I think something may have gone amiss with the Colin Pollock car, or is it Todd Herring going up the back straight? 2 virtually identical painted race cars on the start finish line. Yes, Todd Herring disappearing into the distance down there on the bottom turns. Colin Pollock, whatever's gone wrong has certainly gone wrong in a big, big way in car 411. This has no doubt left Todd Herring to virtually cruise up the back straight across the start finish line and talk about a lot of unusual happenings during tonight's King of the Ring series, especially during our last 2 Sunday afternoons. The entire field of races running, with the unlucky demise during the first Sunday after picking up 10 starts, 10 wins. Ricker Groom was just about to take on the big guns in improved production sedan car racing, but unfortunately a little 4-cylinder saying, well, enough's enough. Thank you very much indeed. Victories behind the name Tiger Willis. Clock. As we go racing already, Tiger Willis taking a look at Man Possess, coming out of the 1-2 turns, away he drove during tonight's opening heat of Stock Standard Division 1 Speedway Racing, looking all over a winner going up the back straight. Could be quite easily as easy as 2 laps around the Archerfield Speed Bowl, the 345 racer. Well clear going across the start finish line, lap number 1 wheeled off in a 22nd time on the Balmain and Cape Timer. Tiger Willis and Dale Mustard. All we can say is just watch Tiger Willis around the bottom turns, the back straight, the top turns. Across the start finish line, this should be a very, very interesting time. The track record held the credit of Jeff Peacock, 38.76. Already 38, clicking away on the Balmain and Cape Timer across the start finish line, 42.02. 42.02. How many more wins can we see being recorded by Tiger Willis? 42.02 during his first trip encounter. Archerfield next Saturday night. Compact speed cars, Formula 500s, East Coast A grade sedans, and Archerfield Speedway sedans. Jeff Peacock, the track record holder for 2 laps, 38.76. And the man winning heat number 1, Tiger Willis, car 45. Talk about exchanging paint coming out of turn number 2. Makes me eat my words what I said earlier on, but Tiger Willis looking set to make it 2 starts, 2 wins in car 345. A good 4-5 length advantage coming out of the turns. Down the main straight, this little Holland Tirana virtually jumping out of the ground. The red and white Tiger Willis and red bank paving. Jeff Peacock, try as he may. For one moment, Jeff Peacock drifting wide down there on the bottom turns. This is no doubt allowing the advantage that Tiger Willis was hoping for going up the back straight. Tiger Willis, 2 starts, 2 wins, 42.94. In the ring series. In car 345, Tiger Willis, who's going to win this one? Hold on to your seats, Speedway fans, it'll be a beauty. Round the outside, Ricky Salo, in the blue courtesy Property Services racer, and the inside, Tiger Willis coming out of turn number 2. Talk about even horsepower going up the back straight. Ricky Salo finding that added advantage past the Albion and Cape Timer. Can Tiger Willis tuck in tight? The only way he'll get around the Rick Salo car coming out of the 3-4 turns down the main straight. Tiger Willis the inside, and Rick Salo, I tell you what, he works overtime in this blue racer car 255. Ricky Salo now, Tiger Willis, he pokes the nose underneath the Rick Salo car on turn number 2. Can Ricky Salo fight back? He's only got the 3-4 turns left to go. There's room on the inside. Can it be Tiger Willis or can it be Ricky Salo? Down to the start finish line, the 345 racer, 42.63. Prediction, or my forecast would be 4 starts and 4 wins for the red back paving man. Tiger Willis, green flag at the ready, going across the start finish line. Already Tiger Willis dictating the pace, dictating the tempo. Andy Lang for one moment, certainly on the rear bumper of this red and white racer going up the back straight. Ironically, both cars red and white. But the driver who's certainly got a lot on his shoulders to make it 4 starts, 4 wins, the red back paving, and Tiger Willis going across the start finish line. Tiger Willis, certainly everybody confident. Tiger Willis in car 345. He said, if I can down the likes of Rick Salo, I know. I'm about to make it 4 starts, 4 wins. Can the poor little Holden Tirana hang in during the entire 6-cylinder stock standard event? There's plenty of cheering, plenty of race fans down the main straight for Tiger Willis. Put your hands together for him, Speedway fans. 4 starts, 4 wins, 42.95. That's about seeing those Ford Wreckers Redcliffe cars out here trackside. Very, very interesting indeed when we see the big Ford Falcon in the hands of Rick Bojan and also Bradley Young, the Centura car 306 at this point in time. Once again, the man looking straight down the gun barrel to make it number 5, going up the back straight, Tiger Willis. And car 345, well and truly outpowering, out-driving the 222 racer of Mickey Rosa. I think I could safely say the biggest winning margin with 1 lap remaining this time round between the first and second races. Tiger Willis and 222 Mick Racer. Tiger Willis maybe just getting a little bit of extra confidence each time round, saying to himself, hey, I'm about to make it number 5. How many more can I make it during tonight's King of the Ring series? In stock standard Speedway racing, checker flag across the start finish line. Those times extremely even indeed. 42.32, 42.94, 42.95 this time round, 42.65. Off. So certainly the East Coast boys back here with a vengeance next Saturday night. The gates opening 5:30, track back at 6:30, and racing Archerfield Speedway 7 o'clock. Can it be 6? Yes, 6 out of 6 this time round for Tiger Willis, car 344. Or 345 I should say, 345 going up the back straight. And his challenger Trevor Oxham in car 2, 3, 4, 5. Car length advantage across the start finish line. Tiger Willis, 2, 3, Trevor Oxham in second place. Tiger Willis, 6 out of 6. Very, very interesting to see what time recorded this time round. I'd say the motor car fully extended going across the start finish line. 43, no, a rather quiet time. Well and truly easing off the loud pedal after he came out of turn number 4. 43.30, 43.30.
Are you coming up to do the different styles?
Tiger Willis and Rick Ricky Bochin going across the start finish line already at this point in time. 3:45. Well and truly powering away to the distance. Going up the back straight. What is it? Redback paving, Tiger Willis and Ricky Bochin, the pedal to the metal. I tell you what, the big Ford Falcon driver, he means business in car 281. Can he possibly claim the 3:45 race with Tiger Willis going across the start finish line? The magic number 7 about to happen for car 3:45. He's well and truly fired up during the King of the Ring series. Tiger Willis driving away on the back straight. If you can down this old conquering Rick Bochin racer, he's doing a job nothing short of sensational out there on the Speedway circuit. Number 7 and Tiger Willis, 42.84. 42.84, the time recorded by Tiger Willis. Okay, let's go racing. What happened to Bradley Young? Looks like he muffed a gear on the start finish line. Can he possibly come through on the inside of Tiger Willis down there on the 1-2 turns? The two cars virtually side by side going up the back straight. What if there's any contact during this 2-lap encounter? Luckily enough, they're two red and white racers out there on the Speedway circuit. Bradley Young would dearly love to down this redback paving racer, and Tiger Willis going across the start finish line. Both drivers hard at work at the wheel down there on the 1-2 turns. The only chance for Bradley Young. No, he close. Oh, Bradley Young loops the big Centura. Any chance of race victory is certainly blowing up the door down there on the bottom turns. Number 8. It's about to happen. The 3-4 turns. Can he emulate 10 out of 10? Held here during our first Sunday afternoon of King of the Ring racing to Ricker Groom in the 4-cylinder racer. Number 8. Canopy number 9. Carl Goontroff. Sitting up there at the pit row in car 271 this time round. The two Holden Tiranas coming out of turn number 4 down the main straight. Carl Goontroff. Oh, Carl Goontroff for the first time round. But whoa, Tiger Willis into the left-hand side of the Carl Goontroff car down there on turns 1 and 2. The wily Carl Goontroff, he's got plenty of go power around the outside. Is it going to be number 8 and a full stop? And can we see Carl Goontroff taking out the last 2-lap encounter during tonight's King of the Ring series? Carl Goontroff drifting wide, coming out of turn number 4 down the main straight. I tell you what, these two guys, they're driving like men possessed in car 345 in the 271 racer of Carl Goontroff. Certainly a lot resting on the shoulders of Tiger Willis going up the back straight. Whether he wins this or loses this, I'll tell you what, 8 out of 8, still a magic effort in King of the Ring racing. Very, very hard indeed on the car and driver in the King of the Ring series. Down to the start finish line, and Carl Goontroff, car 271 first. Put your hands together for him, Speedway fans. The top drive, the time on the Belvian and Cape timer, 42.62. 42.62. The man of the moment, the driver recording the most wins during tonight's King of the Ring series, being car 345. 8 starts, 8 victories. You're right? Just about. Okay, we go racing. Who's going to pair out number 2 on top? Looks like Gavin Fletcher at this point in time. Car number 42. Sitting back in second placing, Shane Honeyman. Oh, Shane Honeyman losing valuable ground down there on the bottom turn. I would say at this point in time, throwing away any possible chance of down in the all-conquering 42 racer coming down the main straight. Gavin Fletcher and Shane Honeyman. Shane Honeyman certainly dropping back, going across the start finish line. The 42 racer, the top man, stock standard during our last season, 76. This time round, the signing joined the improved production ranks and certainly doing a brilliant job during our last 2 Sunday afternoons, 79. Across the start finish line, heat number 1, quick time, 41.40, 41.40. This one should be a firecracker, could quite easily be the highlight of tonight's King of the Ring series, along with George Twin, car number 28. The two cars out there at this point in time, Adrian Stock, car number 23, and Gavin Fletcher. Adrian Stock at one moment electing to run the high line, electing to run the low line, but I'd say he's effectively throwing any chance out the window of downing the 42 racer of Gavin Fletcher going up the back straight without any shadow of doubt. One man who can basically get this motor car around like a train on rails out here at the Archerfield International Speedway. Doing just that during the Ring series. Gavin Fletcher well and truly fired up, coming out of the 1-2 turn. Second placing, held down by Adrian Stott. This is how they're going to finish. Can he do a better time than the 41.40 recorded during the first 2-lap race? Very sideways on, coming out of the top turns. The usual driving style of Gavin Fletcher. A very, very spectacular Saturday night Speedway star. Fast time, 41.09. Fast time, 41.09. The fastest time during King of the Ring series, a track record held to the credit of Stephen Andreessen. A lightning-like time, 37.34. Dave Watley Watling take off like a man possessed down there on the bottom turn. Second placing, of course, being the independent Grass Supplies car going up the back straight. Can David Watling be equal or better that 41.09 set by Gavin Fletcher during our last two-lap race in the King of the Ring series? Certainly Dave Watling running high, wide and handsome, coming out of turn number 4 down the main straight. Dave Watling certainly setting our Archerfield Speedway circular light down there on the bottom turns. 172, full of firepower, extends that race lead in a big way going up the back straight. Dave Watling, 41.09. Can we see that time? Yes, I would say we're about a 38 or a 39 in the Albion and Cape timer. Across the start-finish line, 38.92, fast time during tonight's King of the Ring series. The man having the distinction of recording that fast time being Dave Watling, the black and white turbo-powered racer. 172, Dave Watling, and Morris Stone, car 188. Oh, Morris Stone certainly taking the race right up to Dave Watling coming out of turn number 2. Maybe Dave Watling saying to himself, well look, I'll take things rather quietly. Morris Stone certainly means business, this red, blue and white racer from the Empire Reedy Creek, and Dave Watling virtually side by side going across the start finish line, or as Dave Watling knows, he's got horsepower to spare in car 172. Dave Watling, can you make it 2 out of 2? Looks like our last Astra Saloon. Looks like our Albion and Cape time. It is playing up for one moment there at this point in time, so we'll go along with the previous time of 38.92. 2 starts, 2 wins. Dave Watling, car 172 first. The Astra Saloon star in the King of the Ring Racing, 38.92. The fast time recorded during the last 2-lap encounter. Downing this time round to make it 2 starts, 2 wins. The Morris Stone 188 car out of the Gold Coast. Archerfield next Saturday night. 4-cylinder Todd Herring taking on the Carl Goontroff car. I tell you what, a very, very brave Todd Herring car 464. The way that Carl Goontroff down the all conquering redback paving car earlier on. Carl Goontroff certainly looking good going past the Albion and Cape timer. Takes the inside running coming out of the 3-4 turns. Believe me, the straight white windscreens car he's certainly not done with yet. Moving across the start finish line. Todd Herring certainly run a hell of a car driver combination, putting plenty of thrills into our high-powered Saturday night Archerfield Speedway Racing. Carl Goontroff and Todd Herring going up the back straight. Carl Goontroff taking out the end of season spoils during our last Sunday afternoon, the 96-97 Archerfield Speedway season. Across the start finish line, hello, the Todd Herring car running on about 2-3 cylinders down the main straight. Okay, let's go racing. Green flag coming down the main straight. Carl Goontroff and Gavin Fletcher, that 30-metre handicap mark. And the way this all-powered, all-conquering Holden Tirana coming out of turn number 2, going up the back straight. Has he down the top gun from Improved Productions Land Car Racing? We're very, very interesting indeed to see what handicap mark is imposed upon the 172 car of David Watling the next time round. Carl Goontroff and Gavin Fletcher, try as he may, setting this beautifully handling race car of Carl Goontroff at this point in time, having the advantage, having the edge on Gavin Fletcher going up the back straight. Carl Goontroff and Gavin Fletcher, checkered flag at the ready. Going to be 2 out of 2. The Carl Goontroff racer, 40.98. The time on the Albion and Cape timer, 49.8. 2 starts, 2 wins. Carl Goontroff, the Mike Vine turbo-powered racer, car 172 of Dave Watling, green flag. I tell you what, Dave Watling, he's won from 200 metres, 300 metres here on a Speedway night. This will be almost a superhuman drive if he can somehow or some way pick up the flying Carl Goontroff car working the back straight. And David Watling, certainly that gap becoming closer each time round between Carl Goontroff and David Watling. Virtually 2-3 car lengths going up the back straight. Watling having a big look down the outside, the left-hand side of the Albion and Cape timer. Is there room on the inside coming out of turn number 4 down the main straight? Dave Watling, car 172, overdoing the 50-metre handicap race. King of the Ring winner, Speedway fans, put your hands together for him. Dave Watling, car 172 first. The time on our Albion and Cape timer, 41.28. The time, 41.28. 2 starts, 2 wins, Carl Goontroff, but the eventual winner being Dave Watling, car 172 first, in a time, 41.28.